What's going on, everyone? It is I, Drippy J, and I'm going to tell you all that Nintendo, by definition, is the least greedy gaming company. And here's why. So, with Nintendo, when it comes to games, you purchase them, they're yours forever, you can play them on, their respective system, and the games that came out on past systems, you can use Nintendo Switch Online, which is $50 a year. Well, $20 a year if you want the basic bundle, $50 a year if you want Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, and GameCube games, which sounds pretty good to me. Xbox's Game Pass is $30 a month. That's like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 21, 24, 27, 30, 30, $360 a year. That is like 7 times the price of Nintendo's massive retro game collection, which is kind of stupid if you ask me. Like, Xbox, what are you doing? No wonder you're dying. PlayStation, well, I guess PlayStation does one-time purchase games as well. I don't know, that's something. Nintendo, $450 console. Xbox, $600 console. PlayStation, $750 console. You tell me who's the greedy one here. Nintendo is still the budget option. It's just this economy's inflation is absolutely terrible, which makes it seem a lot pricier, because things back in 2017 costed way less than things in 2026. Now, this isn't really much of a greed thing as much as it is like a genuine video game maker thing. Nintendo makes quality games that are stylish with substance. They take a theme, say kids who could turn into squids and make that into a kid-friendly first-person shooter, and they just roll with it. PlayStation and Xbox, they have great graphics, don't count them out there, but besides the graphics and the story, their games, it's the gameplay, from what I heard, is not really that innovative compared to Nintendo. They just kind of have the same shooter. Nintendo has always had innovative consoles. They were always the first to do stuff. Nintendo, first company to make great games with the NES. Then there's the SNES, which had the 16-bit. The Nintendo 64 with the first ever 3D platformer. GameCube, that was a more powerful Nintendo 64, but a classic nonetheless. The Wii, literally the trend-setting motion control system. Wii U, tablet and TV. And the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch justifies the same console with more power thing, kind of like the GameCube did. For Nintendo, they make original games and remaster and port beloved classics. So, they're always innovating. They're always working on something new. For example, Pokemon Pokopia, Pokemon Minecraft. Everyone likes Minecraft, everyone likes Pokemon. It's just a fact. So, why not take it and then make Pokemon Minecraft? That's really good. I don't see why everyone's making such a big deal about that sort of thing. Why is everyone think it's so terrible? It's Pokemon Minecraft, you guys. Chill out. And Winds and Waves coming in 2027 is perfectly fine, too. I thought y'all wanted the games not to be rushed or something. I don't know. Scarlet and Violet. But as for PlayStation and Xbox, they just kind of make the same 10 games over and over, and the rest of their library is just third-party games. PlayStation is pretty much only third-party games at this point, and a few other mid ones, and Xbox is just the Game Pass. Nintendo, however, Nintendo's still going strong with the original games and stuff like that. And now for the money, because Nintendo does charge a kind of a lavish price for some of its products. People are getting mad about oh, why charge $20 for a Fire Red Leaf Green port? Well, Nintendo Nukem makes a pretty good point when he says that, like, the reason, like, Nintendo isn't objectively greedy is because of how good the conditions are at Nintendo headquarters. They actually give a decent play to the employees, which is why we have so much effort and dedication put into Nintendo games. As for stuff of like Xbox, PlayStation, Ubisoft, Activision, and Blizzard, well, their employees don't really get paid that much, which makes the video games cheaper for the consumer, but also terrible for the employees, so they're like miserable, they don't really make as good of games. So yeah, like Nintendo, objectively the least greedy company by definition, and you can have your own opinions about Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox. Like, I'm not gonna stop you from playing any of them at the end of the day. I just hope this video enlightened you that Nintendo is really not so bad after all. Anyways, have a drippy day.